Hi, I'm Jim Groden with Crossroads Holistic Health. I'm here with Sheldon Miller. Sheldon, were you ever diagnosed with a chronic condition?
Yes.
What was it?
A form of leukemia.
Do you remember what form you were originally diagnosed with?
A non-Hodgkin's form. I don't know the exact name they called it, but non-Hodgkin, and it was a form of leukemia.
And it was within the realm of leukemias. Was it a mild leukemia or a worse one? The original one. You got re-diagnosed, I think, with a better form
Yes,
later on.
When they first diagnosed me, they said I would probably need chemo in 3 years. And then after the chemo, they said the chemo may give you 10 years of life, then you get a bone marrow, and they didn't know from there what would happen. But it's been over 11 years, and I have no treatment whatsoever.
Did they ever claim it was curable?
No, they say it's non-curable.
It's incurable.
Yes.
So the bone marrow and the radiation were for what purpose? Just to extend life a little?
Yes.
Okay.
It would slow it down where you would just get more years of life.
And you didn't do that?
No. I actually ended up going to several herbalists, and I ended up finding Jim, and from there everything's been good.
And after you saw this weird Jim,
Yes.
that's me. What happened?
He got me to change. First thing he's told me, he says, I can help you, but you have to change your diet. And I started changing my diet the way he wanted me to go, and we started taking all kinds of different cleansing herbs, and here we are today.
How did you change your diet? What did you include or not include? Did you, for example, add fish? Did you take something out? Did you stop?
Yes, I was one of the biggest. Raised on a dairy farm. I drank milk. I ate red meat. I ate pork. I did everything bad. And Jim did tell me, he said, anything I tell you, research it. And I did. And everything he did tell me was absolutely correct. Red meat is bad for you. I mean, take hours just talking what's bad about red meat, but I stopped red meat, I stopped pork, I eat fish 5 days a week. At first I didn't eat any chicken, but I eat fish I eat 7 days a week, and I ate a lot of raw vegetables. Now I do eat roasted vegetables, but I did eat mostly raw vegetables for like 5 years.
Did you ever take a bath?
Yes.
And herbs? I
took baths that he put all kinds of products in there. Oh my God, it was horrible. Horrible. I mean, there was walnut shells and you name it. It was black. I mean, you got it in this tub and it stunk. I mean, you could hardly, it was skunk cabbage, but I had a lot of faith in him.
What else did you do? So you changed your diet, you did these herbs orally, you took supplements orally.
Yep.
You took some baths.
Yep.
Is there anything else we did? Or is that it? The machine.
Yes, I purchased a machine from Jim, a Rife machine that he had built. I purchased that. And and I think a lot of it has to do with your mind too.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So what does it have to do, how does your mind play a role?
You have to believe that you are going to get well. And you have to believe in what you're doing. If you don't believe in what you're doing, a lot of times I think that's a real big factor in a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And how many years ago were you diagnosed?
11.
And what, I know because of insurance you have to keep seeing a doctor.
I follow up my oncologist.
Oncologist.
Every 4 months.
And what does he tell you to do?
The first oncologist that I went to, he was all for what I was doing. He never turned me away from it. And then he moved out. He moved away. He moved out of town, and I had to go to another one. Well, when you go for a consultation, you have to fill out a report on any kind of medication you're taking. And I put on there I'd taken herbal remedies. So on any kind of medication I was on, and I put down I took herbal remedies. So when I went to the doctor, I went in the room with him, started talking with him. He goes, oh, you're on herbal remedies. And he kind of laughed, and he says, so am I. And I told him everything I was doing, and the gentleman I go to, he is all for it. He's in his late 60s, he's Indian, but he said to me, he's the one that said to me, he said, if you're doing this, he said, I'd really like you to write a book. He wants me to write a book on what I'm doing. He said there's so much to it, and he says so many people nowadays they don't do it. And he says I do prescribe it. Anybody that's got cancer, I tell them to change their diet. He doesn't get into herbs or anything like that, but he wants them to change their diet, and he wants me to write a book about it. I never did yet.
Medical doctors are not allowed to prescribe outside the pharmacopoeia. So as such, he cannot prescribe a diet or the use of especially herbs. However, he would like Sheldon to write a book. Not being a medical doctor, he has no license to lose. Yes. He could teach the people how to cure themselves of cancer.
Yes.
And that's what this oncologist would like to see happen. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. And he also did say that he would, if he would put his name in the book even. He feels so strongly about it. He said, I'm not the only one that's doing it. He says, other people have done it, but nobody's ever written a book yet. And he said, my numbers are doing so well now that he would like me to write a book.
Okay.
Anyone who has leukemia is looking at a death sentence can easily reverse it by contacting Crossroads for Holistic Healing.